Get over here so we can carry on.
I took care of the carcasses. We can drive on.
Nice work. There's even a bit of meat left for me.
Yeah, you'd eat that. They've been lying there God knows how long.
But nicely in the cold. There's nothing wrong with it. Anyway, you won't be eating it, so don't worry about it. Let's keep going. Seeing as how you don't obey me, you're surely horsing around today. So far it ain't that bad, eh? You don't have to take down no hanged man or bury an unbaptized child.
Oh, ever since I started working for the miller, all I did was carry sacks. The sack makers here in the region must live like kings. Of course it could be a lot worse.
I like having to carry sacks full of thistles. Now listen to me closely. You won't be carrying anything at the next farmstead. Instead, you'll have to make one carcass there. See, the work of a knacker ain't just about clearing away dead animals. Now and then, you've got to put down some creature, so it don't suffer. Or, like today, to put it down so everyone around it don't have to suffer. In this case, we're talking about a dog.
Well, what can I do? But I doubt I'll feel good about it.
That cur belongs to the greengrocer, Vizar. I've heard they're both pretty fierce. Don't draw too much attention to yourself at the farmstead. I'll give you some Aesop potion to drink first, and some meat and bane. Soak the meat with the poison and throw it to the dog. He'll probably be locked in a pen somewhere. As soon as it's done, we'll disappear before anyone notices anything. I got paid well for it from the neighbors, so don't fuck it up for me. Lazy bones. Yeah! Yeah! Lazy bones.
Praise the Lord.
Oh, Sakra! The dog isn't here. The door's open. Where did he run off to? Barking. He's coming from over there.
Henry, how come you're here?
Bonnie? What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
The gravedigger wants me to poison that dog.
Jesus! And are you going to do it?
Well, what else can I do? You're the one who sent me to Ignatius. You just tactfully neglected to mention that when you and Zinnek were acting as his hands, you robbed half the houses in the county.
Shit. It's all gone sour.
This is all I have left to do before he takes me to the saltpeter pit.
And couldn't you find the pit without that? Just take a look at that poor creature. I'd like to keep him in place of my poor dead sniffer.
You surely know how to pick 'em. Your poor creature is terrorizing the whole area.
It's not the animal's fault. When Zinnek and I were here last, I saw how old Vysarik treats him. He doesn't give him food, he abuses him. With a master like that, he won't last long. You wouldn't kill a dumb creature just because its master is a sick horseman, would you?
Well, you don't have to convince me. Ever since the gravedigger told me to do it, I've been trying to figure out how to save that dog. If you want to take him, I won't stop you.
You're a much better Christian than I thought you were. I'll take him to the lair. We'll meet there.
Hurry off now, before someone sees us together.
Come on now, boy. You'll like it in the lair. Good doggy. Good boy.
Are we going?
It's taken care of.
Taken care of? What do you mean?
The dog is dead. So, can we go to the pit now?
Dead, eh? And what are you so nervous about?
Well, it wasn't pleasant to watch. I did it exactly how you told me. I poisoned him.
Oh, aye. And how did it go exactly?
I dipped the meat in the poison. As soon as he ate it, it started devouring him from the inside, until nothing was left of him. It was insane.
Insane, all right. And was there green foam coming from his mouth?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, right. Henry, stop trying to make a fool of me. I know when someone's lying to me. Come on, what really happened?
I set the dog free. He didn't deserve to die.
For fuck's sake, didn't deserve to die? We were supposed to get rid of him, 'cause that's just what he deserves.
Bonnie from the mill came and took the dog before we got to him.
Well, fuck me. How much more is that girl going to steal before she has enough?
Oh, she'll take better care of him than Baysar did. All he needs is to be fed properly, and he won't be dangerous anymore.
I surely fucking hope not. Because if he runs off and ravages something or someone again, then we didn't help at all. Let's go before we start looking suspicious.
So this is it. This is the pit.
Slowly, boy, slowly. Have a bit of respect. Death always deserves respect, whether it's people or animals.
But there's hardly 3 heaps here. Is this really it? Are you yanking my pizzle again?
Of course not. True, it used to be one big pit. But then I found out when you pile up carcasses in smaller pits and throw some wet hay between them, it all rots better. And the better it rots, the more nitre you'll have. Are you going to take some right away?
I won't. The miller will probably send some people here.
Well, they'd better not dig it all up. That'd disturb the natural balance, see? And soon they'll find out there's no place to find saltpeter.
Well, I reckon I'm delaying the inevitable. I'll still have to taste it.
You're going to taste it?
It's the only way I can be certain it really is saltpeter.
God's nails. And they say I'm disgusting. Wait a moment. I've got a reward for you. Just so's you don't think old Ignatius and his even older nags is ungrateful riffraff. Take it as a thanks for your help. Maybe you'll take over my trade one day when I'm pushing up daisies myself.
Who knows? Maybe that'll really be my fate. I'll live at the cemetery, build piles of carcasses, and eat bread with saltpeter.
Here's something that'll definitely come in handy if you ever need to go through all this again, either with me or somewhere else.
Thanks.
Taste it then. Get to it. This I have got to see. You didn't have to make such a feast of it.
Look at me. I'm a lord's messenger to a taster of cadavers. Cold and salty. This must be it.
Greetings, my friend.
I found the place where we can harvest saltpeter. You just head out of Troskovitz towards Apollonia, carry on alongside the road, then head off it at the right spot. Only it's not a pit, it's 3 piles of earth. The gravedigger Ignatius drove me there himself.
And is it the real stuff? Did you taste it?
Yeah. And I hope I never have to do that again. Ugh. I think the experience has changed me forever.
Oh, come on. You whine more than Zinnik. It's just commonplace salt. I was hoping it'd be closer. To go all the way to Apollonia. If I send 2 wagons, that should be enough.
What should I do?
That means I could mix a barrel and a half.
Crazul, focus. What else do you need from me?
Oh, sorry. What were you asking? About a reward? It's right here.
Thanks. How's it going with the golem?
Well, the whole thing is really appealing to a scholar of my field of interest and important for humanity. But certain circumstances have emerged which, unfortunately, move its creation somewhere further into the future.
Wait, what do you mean? So there won't be any golem?
Not for now.
What about all the niter? The life essence?
I admitted to myself it's maybe too much to take on, and I decided to go back to my roots.
So the search for saltpeter was for nothing?
Not at all. The saltpeter will help us create primordial matter. The origin. Chaos. Materia prima.
God. Here we go again.
As alchemical scholars, we actually have only one task before us. To penetrate the diaphanum and find out where it gets its disposition and power from. Only then will we understand the nature of the shadows.
Eh?
I'll explain it to you.
Tell me then, what's the next task then, Crazul?
From behind the closed gates of Trotsky come quiet whispers, carried by the wind, all the way here to me in the mill. Do you hear it too?
Yeah, I can hear. And pretty clearly, Graysel's daft. Graysel's daft.
No, I hear something else. Scribe Erezim received a trunk from Prague, and in that trunk was...
The document of Hermes Trismegistos?
No, a book. And from an author more venerable than Hermes. It's thin, with a sand-colored cover, embossed. Ordinary at first glance, but the treasure's inside. You might say it's kind of an alchemical cookbook.
So I'm gonna have to pick some locks again, eh? And in the castle, no less. I'd like to know how I'm supposed to get in there. Trotsky is shut tight.
For some. The gates of Trotsky may appear to be closed to us, mere mortals. But why try to force your way in when there's a person they'll invite in themselves?
What person?
Hold on, we'll get to that. We've got the Samin wedding coming up. I can't wait to try out my new potion against drunkenness there. What about you? You still need to get there?
Certainly. It's why I decided to work for you. Or have you forgotten? I hope your promise still stands.
Of course it does. What do you take me for? Start by quickly finding some decent clothes. Ad charisma tuendum. You look like a vagabond in what you're wearing now. St. Paul wouldn't be pleased with you.
So you'll really get me into that wedding? Am I dreaming?
No, you're not. But before you start celebrating, we won't be going by ourselves. We'll have company. Or, to be more exact, the two of us will be accompanying a certain person. Me as a friend and host, and you as a bodyguard, loyal servant. Call it what you will.
And who is this mysterious person?
A true lady will come to the wedding with us. Radiant as the morning star, refined as pure gold. All will be stunned by her beauty. And she'll be our lockpick that will find the weak spot in the gate to Trotsky. All it'll take is a little push. And clunk! The lock will open, and the book will be mine.
What weak spot?
The castle's weak spot is Chamberlain Ulrich, because he himself has a weakness for women. Of all the single damsels at the wedding, ours will be the most charming and irresistible for him. Noble or not, he's a mortal man, and he'll start to think with his male member. We will watch as he becomes feverish with lust. Soon he'll be begging to take our companion to Trotsky. He'll pretend his motives are pure, so she'll be more comfortable. And when the Chamberlain becomes insistent, you, as her personal bodyguard, will accept his offer. Naturally, you'll say you won't leave her side so you can defend her honor. Once in Trotsky, Ulrich will do everything to get you to leave him alone with her. And that will be your chance.
I can hardly believe that you, of all people, would come up with such a straightforward plan.
Well, it's not all that straightforward. I admit there's a certain element here that makes everything more complicated. First, we have to find our gracious lady.
What?
Look, she doesn't have to be a lady per se. We just need a wench with a pretty face. We'll get her a nice dress, some perfume. She doesn't even have to speak. We'll do the talking.
Could Bonnie do it?
She could. The only hitch is everyone and his dog knows her face. Nobody with any sense would let her into the Samin wedding.
So some bathhouse wench would do?
Aye, that should work. You can find lots of capable girls at the Zhelyov baths, including some who aren't so well known. It's true, Dorothy can be a bit unpleasant, but you'll be giving her an offer she can't refuse.
Dorothy owns the bathhouse?
Aye, next to the alehouse there. You'll tell her I'm offering enough groschen to buy 2 cows or a small cottage. That should soften her up.
All right. I'll take care of it.
Excellent. You're a talented, likable youngster, like Knight Roland of yore. I have complete faith in you. And don't forget, we're going to need to dress the girl up and make her smell nice so she comes across like a real lady. So, stop off at Troskowitz as well and get her a nice brocade dress and some long-lasting perfume. Mintha would be ideal.
Where can I find the dress?
Where do you think? The butcher's? Go and see the tailor. Bartoszek has just the thing in his shop. A beautiful red dress made of Tyrolean brocade.
Why that dress exactly?
Because red is the color of love and passion. Rich Tyrolean brocade is just begging to be touched. Ulrich won't know where to look. The dress is likely to be pretty expensive, but that's no obstacle for you, right?
Where can I find the perfume?
Emmerich the apothecary might have something. They say he makes some perfume for his wife. Or ask Betty the innkeeper. She may be a god-awful battle axe, but a nice-smelling one. Or get hold of the recipe and make your own Mintha. As an alchemy apprentice, you should be able to manage.
I'll be going then.
Once you've got everything ready for the wedding, we'll meet in front of the fortress gate. There, I'll let our lady in on some other details of our plan. But that won't be for your ears. Anyway, you'll be rehearsing your speech to Lord von Berghoff then, won't you?
I can't wait.
Excuse me.
Ugly old nag.
A blessed evening to you.
Can we go to Semine now?
Not so fast, Henry.
The sword's ready, so what are we waiting for?
Are those your best clothes?
No.
Then why haven't you changed yet? You can't go to a wedding like that, goddammit. Just look at yourself. You're going to embarrass me there. Come back when you no longer look like you just come from shoveling manure. We're not going to some village fete, but a nobleman's wedding, for Christ's sake. Dress up nicely so you don't disgrace me. And please, no damned armor.
All right.
Stop moaning and do it. We don't want to be late.
Can we go to...
Nuts, I told you, come back. We're not going to dress up now.
All right.
Stop moaning.
Stop where you are! We're after you! Surrender now!
I surrender!
You're a wanted man. You've been loitering around where you shouldn't have. And I've received reports of things going missing. Don't think we're idiots. You've been accused of theft. You'll pay a fine. And if I don't find those things on you, you'll pay for them too.
Wait a moment. I'm sure we can come to an agreement, can't we? I didn't steal anything. That's mine.
No. No, it isn't. Don't try to make a fool out of me.
Take me away.
Now,
Now, let's have a look at what you've stolen. Show me the goods. And if I find anything else on you that doesn't belong to you, I'll confiscate that too.
Take a look then.
Good. You won't go. I'll lock you up in the...
Fuck. Ah, what a disgrace. I need to get out of here.
At least take a bath before you go out.
Aye. I'll head to the bathhouse right away.
What do you want, you yokel? Speak up or get lost.
I'd like a set of clothes for the wedding.
You've come to the right place. I'm sure you'll find something you like. And when you change into it, I'll tell you right away if it's appropriate for the wedding. I know what I'm talking about. I'm invited too. I sewed clothes for the groom.
Show me your wares.
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want... What do you want, you yokel? But make it quick.
What do you think?
No,
What do you have for... Let's talk about the price.
All right, I'm listening. Very well, then. I hope you'll be satisfied. My friend. How can I help you today, friend?
Do I look good now? I don't want to embarrass myself at the wedding.
No, that won't do. You look like a scarecrow.
What do you have for sale?
Thank you, and take care. What do you need? Hurry up. I don't...
What about this? Do I look like a proper wedding guest now?
No. That won't do. You look like a scarecrow.
Show me your wares.
Ah.
I need something to eat.
Good afternoon.
I heard you swear by the alluring fragrance of Mintha.
Only the finest quality, Mintha. And now that I've been invited to the wedding, I'm keeping a close eye on my last two files. Do you like it?
I do. What do you want for it?
Haha, I'm definitely hanging on to this one. I take damn good care that no one takes it from me. Such a rarity. Besides, what good would it do you, a man?
You'd be surprised how perfume can help make a man seem more trustworthy. But I'll probably have to give this one to someone else who's also going to the wedding.
Well, I don't think it'll smell as good on her or him as on me. Moreover, I want to stand out at the wedding. Anyone can get Menta perfume, but of the highest quality, so the fragrance lasts. I prize those little bottles over all else.
Come now, Betty. A good woman should be all blood and milk. Well, in this case, sweat and beer, right? What do you need perfume for? It's unnecessary.
You think the regulars would appreciate it more here if it smelt of unwashed feet? And what about the wedding guests, eh?
Hey, it gives you a unique scent, like nobody else. And that's what you want, right?
Well, I don't want to stink. You and your company can go to the wedding all sweaty if you like, but I'm going to smell nice.
Good day. Today's a scorcher.
I don't know how else to convince you. And I don't want to pay that much for a little phial of perfume.
You don't now, But when you realize you've no other option,
You have a kind master, hey, doggy?
Was wünschst du?
I heard you mix fine perfumes. I'm looking for mentha, but I don't see any in your shop.
Don't you know about the Semin wedding? Once innkeeper Betty got an invitation, she bought up all my supplies. You'll have to brew up your own. I'll be happy to sell you the recipe.
What do you have for sale? Word about the price.
Gut. Versuchen wir's. I'm done haggling with you. Take care then. Thanks for now.
What are you poking around that door for, huh?
what the? Thief! Help me!
Scum! Get those paws out of there! Surrender! Now!
I surrender!
You're a pick...
I'm very...
What do you...
I was robbed.
Well,
You think someone...
with your body? So...
It was...
All right, you can... Stop that whistling! You're behaving like a child! What are you doing, you whistler?
What are you staring at? Fuck off before I flatten you death.
Greetings to you. What'll it be?
Crazel has an offer for you.
What does that old goat want this time?
He's looking for a girl for the Sanin wedding.
What, for himself?
No. He needs her to pose as a lady.
A lady? You mean a noblewoman?
Something like that.
Well, I don't know if any of my girls could pull it off. They can't even eat like a noble with cutlery.
That won't be a problem. She won't even have to say much.
That sounds a bit odd, but all right. How much is he offering?
He says he can offer enough groschen for you to buy 2 cows. Or a small cottage.
It's quite a lot for our usual services.
And that's not all. The girl will get a beautiful red dress made from Tyrolean brocade. I've got it with me.
That sounds nice and all, but something's fishy. Out with it, lad. Who does Crazel really want the girl for?
For the Chamberlain.
For Ulrich? You know what? I'm tired of this. Let's go and see what the girls have to say. They'll tell you about what they've been through with the Master Chamberlain. Girls, come here. Right, girls. We have a messenger here from Goodman Crazel. Tell us what you wanted to ask.
It's about the Semine wedding.
And the Chamberlain, who one of you should attend to.
God, anything but that. Dorothy, I actually have a lot of work to do, and...
Well, who wants to go first? Anna.
What should I say?
What should she say?
Tell me, why don't you want anything to do with the Chamberlain?
Well, the Lord Chamberlain invited me to Trotsky, and the girls warned me that it would be different to what I was used to. So I asked him if I should take a different soap or something. Or does the Master Chamberlain not like silk? Or if his bed is hard and my back will hurt.
If only.
But they said I'd have to do things that... How'd you put it?
Things they haven't even thought of in hell.
I thought the Master Chamberlain might be of a different religion, and that fucking a Christian girl would be a sin. But he believes in the same God as the rest of us.
Which makes it all the worse.
Then I thought maybe he was cruel to the girls, but I hear that's not the case either. It's not what he wants to do to us that's against God.
But what he wants us to do to him.
I thought he had leprosy.
Tell the girls how much Crazel is offering.
Enough that you'll be able to buy a small cottage.
Or 2 cows. Not bad, eh? Well, is anyone willing to go with the Chamberlain?
Not even for a golden goose.
I'd rather be celibate.
I thought he had leprosy.
Aye, but it's a tidy sum. I reckon I'll have to choose one of you myself.
Dorothy, I swear that
I'm not going anywhere. You can't make me.
Dorothy, I'll scrub all the tubs here for the rest of my life, I swear. All of them, every day.
I'll do that too, and I'll even take care of the outhouses.
Girls, come now.
I'll go then. If I can handle it a second time, it'll be a miracle. And maybe they'll even make me a saint.
No, you can't. Dorothy, please don't make her do that again.
Dorothy, for the love of God.
Calm down, girls. Don't worry. I'll never send you to the Chamberlain again. I just wanted to show Crazel's lackey here what you've been keeping from me for so long.
Christ almighty. I was starting to accept my fate.
God in heaven.
Oh, I feel filthy just thinking about it. I'd like to jump in a bath.
So, in case you didn't get the message, lad, no girl from Zhelioff is going with the Chamberlain.
I still don't get it. What's so terrible about him?
Weren't you listening?
What he demands is just... heathen it is.
It's worse than if he had leprosy.
He's not a sodomite, is he?
If only.
That would be a doddle.
I'd go with him twice if that's all it was.
You don't want to know, believe me.
All right. What am I supposed to do now?
Do what you like. We've said our piece. Go and find some heathen girl. A harlot like that came here recently, asking for work. She was from them nomads.
Aye, I remember her. Nose in the air, talking fancy like some scholar.
She introduced herself as Emmeline of Winterthur, like she was some noblewoman.
I didn't trust her for a moment. She was pretty, though. There's no denying that. I wanted to give her a chance, but she asked for so much coin. I thought I must be hearing things. Try asking after her in the camp. Maybe she's got a stronger stomach than my girls.
Poor thing.
I'll pray for her.
Well, thank you.
Save your whistling for the cows, you lout.
Good doggy. Good boy.
Christ, I need some sleep. I hear there's some Eneline here with you. Where can I find her?
She's coming our horses with her pretty little face. Follow the smell of the fillies and you will find her. Or if not, she will be getting water down at the pond. Mi tu tavel bacht, sa stipen.
What happened at Semin? Why did you quarrel with the villagers?
The devil alone can make sense of it. They don't want us here. And besides, the voivod had some disagreement with them over his daughter Marika. Then Geza and Tibor got into a fight, and that was it. If it weren't for the Cumans, they'd have cut us to pieces.
Tell me something about Tibor and Geza.
You'd never see one without the other. What Geza was lacking in his head, he had it in his brawn. Tibor was the other way around. I couldn't tell you what happened to them, though.
Are you Mistress Eneline of Winterthur?
Winterthur, Lyon, Vienna. It doesn't matter. What do you want?
I'm Henry. I was sent by Miller Crazel. We have a job offer for you.
Huh. How did you find out about me?
At the Zhelyov Baths. They said you asked about a job there.
I realized straight away it was a bad idea. What a pit. That cow who runs the place almost fainted when I talked about coin. If she had any idea my real value is 10 times higher. But be that as it may, what's the job?
To go to the Semine wedding with us. As a companion.
A wedding, you say? The last time I was at a wedding was in Nevers, France. I had to sing there. I'd like to avoid that this time.
You don't have to sing. Or even say much. All you have to do is behave like a lady.
Behave like a lady? Do you mind? I am one. Or hadn't you noticed?
Sorry. I didn't mean it like that.
All right, then. How much?
Crazel's offering enough to buy 2 cows.
Cows? Me? I was offered an estate for my services in Antwerp, and a 30-foot gondola in Venice. Although this is only Trotsky after all, I can't expect too much in this backwater. All right then, I'll do it. But first, tell me this. What can I expect at this Semine?
You'll be treated to the finest food there. Meat, cakes, maybe even fish.
Lovely. And what else?
Well, the stables in Semine are renowned. The groom will certainly show you the finest horses they have. They might even let you mount one.
Tempting, tempting. And what else?
I even hear Lord Otto von Berghoff will be there. The Lord of Trotsky. Someone will surely introduce you to him. Well, and wherever von Berghoff goes, he's followed by the second most important man in the domain. The Chamberlain of Trotsky, Sir Ulrich von Schaumburg.
The Chamberlain? As in the castle caretaker? I'm not interested in some little clerk.
You should be. He's the one Crazel wants you to pay attention to at the wedding.
Pay attention? How?
So you two can... How can I put it? You know, get friendly. Intimate. In a romantic way, if you get me.
I beg your pardon? Do you take me for some cheap whore? A harem girl? A brothel wench? A bathhouse hussy?
I'm sorry, but...
Silence! I am an Elaine, a companion, a courtesan. I am courted by gentlemen vying for my favour. I have been a concubine in Krakow, a mistress in Venice, and a gentleman's companion in Basel. My name is known in Brandenburg, Marseille, and Malopolska. I have fulfilled the wildest wishes of the most important commanders of Sigismund's army. Until he stopped paying, the ginger bastard, I'll do my work the way I see fit. Got that?
All right. Got it.
I should hope so. So, to the point. What do you want from the Chamberlain?
It's mainly about a book we need to borrow from Trotsky. And the way to get it leads right through the Chamberlain and his quarters. And maybe through his bed. I don't know the exact details. Crazel will tell you himself.
So, common theft. That's a bit of a disappointment. I've played a part in assassinations and rebellions, and now I'm reduced to this, helping to steal a book. But why not? I expect it won't be anything too complicated, and the coin is certainly worth it.
Not so fast. It won't be that easy with the Chamberlain.
Why do you think that?
Just so you know, Crazel originally wanted to take a bath wench to the wedding, but the girls said they didn't want anything to do with him because of his special tastes. I asked them what's behind it, and, well, some wanted to vomit after meeting him. Others said they started considering the convent.
Poor girls. Here in the arse end of the world, girls are no doubt used to just lying on their backs and staring up at the ceiling.
Well, it seems it's not about what Chamberlain Schaumburg did to them, but what he wanted them to do to him.
I knew a Schaumburg from Nuremberg, and he was a hermaphrodite. He had both, things. A respected person, a member of the town council. It can catch you off guard, because you don't know what you're getting into. Maybe it's also the case with the local bathwenchers. But I don't want to make fun of the girls. Not everyone wants to try new tricks, if you know what I mean. I must say, I'm quite curious about the Chamberlain now.
You're taking it bravely.
Believe me, it takes a lot to shock me. I'm not easily frightened. And just in case, there's this potion I carry around. A couple of drops and the Chamberlain will sleep like a log. Except I've run out of wine. I should have some at hand, just to be sure.
There'll be lots of wine at the wedding.
I suppose. But I won't complain if you find me something beforehand. There's one more thing, though. I don't think anyone will believe I'm a lady in these old rags.
Don't worry about that. Crazel told me to get hold of a dress and some perfume for you.
What dress?
A red one. Tyrolean brocade.
Brocade. I like it. Crazel clearly knows what he's doing.
I've got hold of the dress for you already.
Clever boy. I can't wait. Are you going to the wedding as well?
As your bodyguard.
Well, don't think you're going in what you're wearing now. You'd look like a beggar I brought along out of pity. Sort it out. And as for that perfume, it ought to be one that lasts a long time.
Crazel suggested Minter.
I'll take his word for it. Hurry up, then. We don't want to keep the Chamberlain waiting.
About the
Yes.
I have a dress for you. What do you think?
My, oh my, that is very pretty. Fine handiwork. I'd tidy up the seams a bit, but so be it. We're not in a city, let alone Innsbruck. Thanks.
That's all for now.
Praise God.
God bless.
Christ, pardon me.
Careful.
Oh, you too.
Good morning to you.
I talked to the Jalioff bathhouse wenches about the Chamberlain.
And? They were pleased some business was coming their way?
It turns out no girl in the region wants anything to do with him. They've had bad experiences with him.
Did you tell them how much I was offering?
Even a golden goose wouldn't change their minds.
Oh, Sakra, that's a bit of a setback. What are we going to do?
I found our lady for the wedding.
Excellent! Who is she?
Her name's Eneline of Winterthur. She was in the nomad camp.
She's got a name like a noble woman. Maybe a bit too foreign, suspicious. I'll have to think up a different name. But tell me, what did this Eneline say?
She agreed to everything. I'll just have to get hold of some stuff.
So what are you chatting here with me for? Get to it! We'll meet in front of the fortress gate.
How's your aunt these days? Don't even ask. That bad, is it? The last time we visited already, she didn't even recognize us. She must be well over 70 now, isn't she? She'll be 76 this autumn. At least, I hope so.
She'll outlive us all. You'll see.
Damn it.
I'll pray for her this evening.
That's kind of you.
You have a kind master, eh? I'll be going. God be with you.
All right.
How come it's open? I closed that door.
You've no business here.
Greetings to you. What will it be?
What do you have? I'd like to discuss the price.
All right, I'm listening. Finally, a reasonable sum. I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend. What would you like?
Show me your wares.
Oh well, what can you do? Farewell.
God bless you. Oh well.
Ave Maria.
Why is this all sticky?
Christ, what's the hold up?
My God, what's taking so long?
I'm sorry.
Are you being cautious or cowardly?
What the hell is this? Why are you moving? Find whistling like that fun.
Katarsau, what's up, Pooch?
God be with you.
About the things...
Yes.
I brought you some wine.
Oh, you remembered. Thank you.
A trifle. That's all for now.
Save your whistling for the cows, you lout.
Priesen sei der Herr.
I'll have a look at the wares. I'd like to do something about that price.
Was soll's? Warum nicht? I'm done haggling. Was möchte...
What do you have for...
What can you...
Grüß Gott.
What do you have?
Wie schade. Auf Wiedersehen.
Hands off! Hey, what are you doing here? You aren't allowed here.
Do you want me to go for the guards? Apologize and pay up right now.
haven't been arrested yet for your scheme.
Hey, you! Halt! Surrender at once!
I surrender!
I've got it. You've been... Don't think you've been... You'll pay a...
How dare you! Do you have any idea?
Oh,
going to let it drop. Verdammt hoch. Praise God. Gepriesen sei der Herr. What do you need?
What do you have for sale? Word about the price.
Das könnte... Hey, das war ein gutes Geschäft. Was willst du?
I'll have a look at the... I'd like to do something about that price.
Gut, versuchen wir es. Nein, das bringt doch nichts. I'm done haggling. Take care then, and thanks for nothing.
surrender now!
Easy now! I surrender!
I've got... You're the...
How... Do you have any...
Oh!
So what can I get for you?
Certainly. Have no fear.
Careful!
God be with you, neighbour.
Same to you.
A large beer for me.
Why the hell do they pour the beer on the table?
Excuse me?
Well, this doesn't seem too bad.
Careful!
I get that, but I just can't listen to it anymore.
Well, it's better than listening to news about bandits running rampant round here. I'm happy to think about something normal for a change.
True. So what did Thrush tell you about it?
There's going to be a dice tournament at the wedding, and whoever wins will take home a gold badge.
Well, that must cost a king's ransom.
Just like the old wedding. I hear he ended up paying more than Lord Semaine.
Well, from what I hear, Lord Semmene's pretty much dead broke.
I hope it's not that bad. I wouldn't wish that on Agnes.
God be with you. Take care.
See you later. I wish you well. You again?
Good day.
God be with you. What would you like?
About the thing.
Yes.
I'll have some perfume for you. Will this do?
My God! It smells just like the yellow headband I wore in Pisa. It brings back memories. Thanks.
I brought you everything you asked for. Are you ready to leave for Semi?
I am. Once you're ready, just say the word.
Can we go to Semi now?
Well, the outfit isn't terrible, but it's still not quite right.
This isn't good enough.
Henry, we're supposed to look like we belong there, so you'd better try harder. If you don't have anything better to wear, go to the tailor and buy nicer clothes.